Hey guys, it has been such a long time since I've done this, but yes, I still do Gundam reviews. I might have picked up a guitar or a dozen, but I still do Gundam reviews. And I'm back after almost a year of not doing a personal build myself to present you guys the High Grade Shenlong Gundam from Gundam. I am just so happy that Bandai's kind of rubbed this out a little bit, but we have now finished all 5 of the main suits of Gundam Wing, and it just has reminded me so much of why I love this hobby, why I love the things I do, and just after almost taking a year off, I haven't really built much outside of my commitments to Gunpla Network. But outside of that, just a lot of change of directions in my life, but just be able to kind of center myself again, relearn and relove something that I love doing for almost a decade. This was just a very rejuvenating experience for me, and I'm so happy and glad I get to share this. So, why don't we open up the box and see what we have. All built up, and now we have the Shenlong Gundam. And I gotta say, this thing was almost perfect out of the box. The colors are vibrant, it stays in line with the color scheme of both Shenlong and just Gundam Wing in general. The blue is a very rich blue. The yellow is that nice yellow, mustard yellow that we all love. The white is a nice pure white, and the red is very vibrant. However, the one sticking point I had with me was the shoulders, and it was just like, I don't mind the eye stickers, I don't mind the camera stickers, I don't even mind the chest sticker, for the most part. But they really couldn't have just either color separated those shoulder bits green, or gone old school with it and just use those kind of jewel stickers like the Master Grade Shining and Burning Gundam had. It was a simple way of fixing it, but they said, no, we're gonna leave it all white. So, in my sad attempt, I tried to paint the shoulders myself. I went back to the anime. I was only gonna paint the front, but then I saw some shots of it being green on both ends, so I did a layer of gray primer, semi-gloss black, silver leaf, and I used candy lime to achieve the effect. It's okay, but obviously it's not a perfect circle. You know, never be okay. But at the same time, I'm happy that I did this. Those stickers were too ugly, too disgusting, too repugnant to try. Hindsight, I would have used the chest sticker, but I didn't want the foil sticker and the shoulders to be off with each other, so I decided to just paint them both. It wasn't the cleanest job, but I'm so proud of myself. Once you have that situated, you have a pretty confident looking Shenlong Gundam. And while it looks great, let's check out some of its articulation. As we always do, we start with the head. Head is on a polycat, double jointed. You can go 360 degrees, no problem, but just full color. Shoulders are, perpendicular, can go 60. Each arm is a little bit different. Dragon. Now, with the regular arm that holds the shield, you're going to get the typical high-grade maneuverability, double elbows, bicep swivel, polycat arm. And that rings mostly true for the dragon arm as well, but because of the hinge system, you have to be mindful of that. So it's going to give you a little bit of extra articulation for its normal arm. But you're also going to get the double jointed elbows and forearm, bicep swivel. The chest is going to have a wide range of, has like the chest kind of underling that a lot of the HD Gundam Wing kits have, but they went a little bit extra with Shenlong and gave it almost like a triple jointed chest so it can get more action. The front skirts are together out of box and separate very easily. Side shoulders go out, and with the legs you are going to get a nice almost even split. I will note though, just on my kit, the right leg kind of seems kind of wobbly side of the peg. You're going to get the typical double jointed knee, which is nice. You're going to get a far pointing toe, and a full guard itself differently. You're going to get leg swivel, and it's all the articulation I expected out of these high grade Gundam Wing kits, but they did give you a little extra with Shenlong. Awesome battle poses. As far as accessories, this is a very light kit. Not too many things. First, you're gonna get it's obviously melee base mobile suit, so you're gonna get its weapon, the beam blade, and this one, the hilt came all in one piece, so you don't have to put anything together, and it comes with a vibrant line rear part of a lot of action. Once you get the arms together, you can get some pretty basic to cool battle poses, especially with its articulation. You get a lot of inspiration, action poses with it, and also because of the wide expression of the arms and the chest, you're going to be a lot of this you saw in the anime, especially that big wide slash that Shenlong would do multiple times throughout the first half of Gundam Wing. You're going to be able to create that and replicate it almost verbatim here, especially with the angles that you. So the beam glaive is definitely an awesome accessory to have, and it better be because it's only the real weapon that it has, kind of not built into it. As far as weapons that are built into it, of course, the Dragon Fang, and that is why we call this the Shenlong Gundam, the superior out of it all. The Dragon Fang is going to get double hilted hinges into it, so it does stretch out on its own if you want a standard pose with it. If you want to engage it, if you wanted to try to replicate some of the fire flamethrower kind of attacks that it did in the show. I will admit this is somewhat of a parts former. You're going to get two extensions that kind of interlink with each other throughout the two separate pieces of the Dragon Fang. And you're gonna put them in, and then you're gonna twist it to lock each other in place. It gives you that extra kind of length to get those more exaggerated dragon attacks that it did throughout the show. And surprisingly, there's not too much weight balance you have to worry about per se. You have to be a little bit mindful, but once you get it up on an action base, most of those weight issues do dissipate, and you can get some really great action poses out of it. So it's not really weight. I do want to see how this does with time, but I want to be positive and hope that it doesn't. So, but this is a little bit of a parts warmer, just so you can be aware of that. But it's not the worst thing in the world. This is something that I'm totally comfortable with. As far as comparisons go, we have the High Grade Shenlong with the Master Grade Shenlong EW. And yeah, they went all the way with the redesign. I gotta say that it's almost indisputable at this point that Shenlong EW is just Ultron with Shenlong. There's a lot different about it that just makes it more uniformal than the more Okawara design of the high grade, or based on the TV design, and you really get to know those different things. I will say, I don't know if this has to do with age. My Shenlong EW is about 8 years old, but I do like the colors of my high grade a lot more. They're a lot more rich, texture, and volume. I feel like the Shenlong EW's colors are a little bit airbrushed, a little bit more lighter texture. I don't know why, but I just find that the colors are a little bit more muted. I like the colors of the HD more than the Master Grade. It's more pronounced and strong. And I don't know if that's just age, but that's something I have noticed. And then, of course, I had to get the band all together. Here we have all 5 of the original Operation Meteor Gundam model kits. I will say my wing is the real grade, but everything else is its high grade variant. And Bandai has done a very great job replicating them all together. They really do have a space. Wing, especially since it's a real grade, it will stand out slightly because it will have more skinny proportions in comparison to the high grades, and it will have a bit more detail. But that's not a bad thing. I went with quality, and just seeing all 5 together make me so happy. Being a collector, just it enriches having all the things together. And my final thoughts. First off, I gotta say, like, this kid has brought me back into this hobby that I've kind of ignored and neglected somewhat over the last year and change. It kind of reminded me of why I like to put Gunpla together, and also the joy of having my favorite suits come in line in actual materialistic form. We'll never be able to have actual mobile suits in our lifetime, outside of the statues in China and Japan. But it's kind of brought me back into what I love about this hobby, what I enjoy, putting it together, seeing it all piece by piece come together into a form that I love and I recognize. And the posability on this kit, a lot of fun, and I was enamored, and I'm just happy to have my Gundam Wing high grade collection complete for now. And I'm gonna give this kit, in terms of style ranking, I'm going to give it an A. This was a great kit. Most of the colors were correct. It came with everything I wanted it to be. It made the Dragon Fang accessory gimmick possible and key, which gives me some hope with Ultron, because I know there's a version of Ultron that will diver original Ultron. And also, think about it, if they can perfect this with Shenlong, then there opens up the possibility of Gundam Zago coming out in the future. Probably not now, but there's a chance of it becoming a reality now that we've proven Factor. And I can't wait to open up and own all of the rest of the second half of Gundam Wing. Oh, come on, that's bullshit! Well, that is a headache for a different day, but I'm happy to have my Shenlong collection. I'm happy to be here. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch the review. This is 101 R Smith, and I'll see you later. Peace!